Good evening. My name is Lucas Doobie.
Good morning. My name is Thomas Rover.
And welcome to the first episode of the vlog.
For the Greece FSP 2015.
This is a little atypical, I'd say.
Yeah, usually when you're going to see these vlogs, it's not going to just be two friends talking over a coffee table. Usually it's going to be more of a...
Well, I'd say you'd see some video clips from the day, some still pictures, some talking over those pictures, and it'd be a nice recap. I mean, the topics will be pretty much the same, but
Yep.
I think we'd have a little bit of differences between maybe what you'd be seeing, keep you a little more interested, in case we bore you. Which we hope we don't. Let's see. So, this is the 0th day, I guess is the best way to describe it.
This is a bit of an unusual day in many ways because the program hasn't officially begun. You see, what happened is that a few of us came over early for one day, and we are here in Cambridge, England, at St. Catherine's College.
St. Catherine's College, part of Cambridge University. It's a wonderful place. We woke up this morning in London and traveled over to King's Cross, caught the train, came up here, you know, grabbed a bit of breakfast. It was, so all in all, breakfast was wonderful.
The English know how to do breakfast, we have to admit.
I mean, we don't breakfast, that's not a thing.
No, Lucas and I don't usually do that.
But I will say, I ate well. Sausage, eggs, bacon,
tomatoes.
There you go. I mean, it was mushrooms. It was just really good. I think that should be a thing in America. The English breakfast.
I'm in agreement.
Anyway, after breakfast
after breakfast, we met up with Professor Christensen, and he took us to King's College Chapel, a truly spectacular building here in Cambridge University.
World's largest fan vault. I mean, those things, Gothic architecture, amazing. Absolutely.
It is quite interesting, and the fan vault especially, it's kind of the logical extreme of the Gothic style. There's a network of webbing that kind of extends over the entire ceiling. It's really cool to look at.
We're talking ribs no more than, I don't know, 12 centimeters holding up the entire building, the entire weight of the
It's fantastic.
Roof. You know, that's not even to mention the stained glass.
Enormous stained glass windows supporting an enormously tall ceiling. It felt airy and open.
It was incredible.
It was, yeah, it was.
And then we came out, we saw a graduation, I mean, apparently.
Yeah!
I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but it seemed like they were graduating.
There were people in black robes tinged with white fur proceeding down King's Parade towards what seemed to be some sort of graduation ceremony. There was lots of pomp and circumstance, and all of it felt very British, because there was a light drizzle coming down from the grey sky that was happening. It was very gratifying to see something so British here in Cambridge.
After that, we just headed on down to a couple different museums. We started with the Archaeology and Anthropology Museum.
Which was really, really cool, because not only was there what we were going to see, a little bit of Greek material, a little bit of Roman material, but...
It was a smattering of everything. I mean, you had this huge totem pole, I'm talking about 40 feet tall, something
like that.
Some really tall, you know, totem pole, and it was amazing. You walk in, you just see this thing.
Yeah, it must have been the collection of some, you know, famous 19th century British adventurer, because he had, you know, war clubs from Samoa, a Japanese set of armor,
it was
Mayan pottery, the totem pole. I mean, it was really cool. So after that, we
headed on down to the next museum, the Fitzwilliam. That's a big museum. Where were we?
Fitzwilliam Museum.
Ah, yes, Fitzwilliam Museum, big museum. We thought it only had 2 wings. I mean, you walk in, there's this big entrance hall, but it sort of separates it into upper and lower. But it turns out it's got pretty much everything.
Yep, French Impressionists, European porcelain, antiquities, Egyptian material.
But, I mean, we were there for the antiquities.
Yes, we were there for the antiquities. 2 very nice curators showed us around, kind of gave us a highlight tour of their favorite elements of the collection, and we were also joined by Professor Christensen's old friend and colleague,
Paul Cartledge. He's the foremost expert on ancient Sparta, as I hear. And, I mean, I'll tell you, that guy knew what he was talking about. You know, I was saying myself, I talked to him, I had a couple
Mhm.
questions. He answered every question, you know, he confirmed a couple hypotheses. The best feeling in the world is,
Absolutely. Sense of validation you get.
but, you know, I mean, we enjoyed it, we had a nice talk, we talked about pretty much everything from coins to, you know, what, early Bronze Age pottery, or, you know, things along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it was a wonderful experience. I was glad to have met him, and we were left with so much free time. I'll tell you.
And you know what we did with that free time? Well, we worked on the assigned reading.
That's it. Nothing else.
There's a lot of assigned reading for the British Museum, getting us up to speed on Greek art, Mesopotamian art.
Everything. Egyptian
Really
art.
everything.
I mean, and this is the 0th day, but you know what? It's gonna get better.
It's gonna get better,
I'm
and it's already fun.
I mean, you know what? The day did get better. We went out and we got dinner.
It's true. Dinner always improves things. We had dinner of fish and chips at a local English restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing about fish and chips, it's just pretty much fish sticks but bigger.
Still very tasty though.
And remember, chips, of course, is French fries. It's not chips. But,
Right. They use different words here.
yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, good meal, good bonding. I think we're...
Yes.
As a group, we're
Good
pretty
food
close
and
right
even
now.
better company.
I mean, I'm really excited to meet the rest of them as they come
Absolutely.
tomorrow. And you won't be seeing us tomorrow, actually, on the blog.
Yeah. Tomorrow, the people making this blog will be Catherine and Chad, and they will be leading the trip the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, so, you know, it won't be a fireside chat like we have.
No, it'll probably be much more interesting with shots of the British Museum, you know,
A couple videos of what happened during the day. Maybe,
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of people talking, people, you know, explaining what's happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, tune in tomorrow and you'll see a lot of good things. I
Yeah.
think.
But until then, Yassas, as they say in Greece,
Or good night,
as they say here.
Yeah. And we'll see you when you tune in. Adios.